Hi friends, this is Tatiana, your designer BFF. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how to shop for a coffee table. We're gonna go through the process. There is actually a logical process for it. It's not just about it looks good. There is more logic behind it, and I think it's gonna help you. I'm gonna use my living room as an example. And as you see here, I have two sofas facing each other, and I added these two chairs. I haven't ordered them yet, but it's going to help you to visually see where I'm going for with this room. So first, when you're shopping for a coffee table, you want to decide on a shape. And I decided to just give it a try and do a rectangular table in my living room. And it does not work. And here is why. There are so many arches here, so many rounded areas like the mirror, the arches in the bookcases, even the sofas are rounded. So this coffee table, it's rectangular, it's really like sharp corners. It just feels out of place here. So I wanted to see if it's gonna bring some balance to the room, and right away I said, no, it's not. So I'm gonna go with rounded, maybe oval coffee tables. And now next is we're gonna decide on a finish or color. There are different finishes that you can choose from. You can choose a stone, you can choose metal, you can choose wood, so many tones and undertones in the wood color, in the wood stain. So there are just so many options. But once you narrow down on the shape, you can kind of shop with for the round table or for the oval table, but everything else falls away. So it helps you to narrow it down. So I saw this stone coffee table, and it looked really cool and modern. But once I placed it in the living room, it just felt like it was just too matchy. It did not stand out. And for a coffee table, you want it to be like an accent piece. You want it to be like a finishing touch on the room. And this was just like it just disappeared in the room. So I thought, okay, so this color does not work. What if we try a black and white? Again, it's stone coffee table, but just a different color. And I placed it, and again, it did not go well with this room. It just felt like it drew all the attention in the wrong way. It just, it like it demanded attention. So I thought, what if I try this nesting tables? And nesting tables are great because you can you don't have to buy a large table. You can buy two smaller tables and still create a larger table for your sofa to be proportional. And I placed it in my living room, and the wood tones just don't work. And here I wanted to stop and talk about the wood tones. Oftentimes, there are not that many wood tones as in this living room. This side table on the side of the sofa is gonna go, so don't worry about it. But I have hardwood floor to take into account, and I have this built-ins. And if you have two wood tones already that are different, adding another one, it's just gonna create chaos. So I would not recommend doing that. But just to show you an example, here is a darker nesting table. So same table, but just in a darker tone. And again, it creates more chaos instead of like tying everything together. So in this case, if you wanted to do a wood tone, you would want it to be exactly same wood tone as the built-ins in the back, or just not do it. Because if you're doing a wood tone that's close to what's the like permanent or main wood tone, but it's not exactly the same, it just looks like you tried to choose one that's close but you couldn't. So in this case, I'm gonna skip on wood, and I'm gonna try this antique. um, it looks like it's antique bronze. And This is another picture of it online, so it kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like. And I placed it in my living room, and it's an oval table, so it's longer this way and um, narrower. So it's the way it's facing right now, it's facing the narrower side. I like that shine on it. It kind of matches the shine, the brass on the light fixture and handles. So this is a good possibility. I'm just gonna keep it here and I'm gonna continue looking, because once I find something that I like, I still keep looking to see if I can find something maybe even better. I also found this one. It's a similar shape, except it has a marble top, and I'm not 100% sure because I don't want it to be too wide. I'm worried that it might be too wide. My room is kind of has that creamy undertone, and if you put something that's bright white, it's just gonna throw off the whole room. So let's keep looking. And I wanted to talk to you about the size of the coffee table. The bigger your room is and the bigger your sofa is, the bigger your table should be, unless it's like a sectional, there is not that much space in front of it. But you want to create a balance. You don't want to have a huge room and a tiny coffee table, or the small room and a huge coffee table. So this coffee table here, it actually looks good. It works in this room. Might not be exactly what I'm looking for, but it's longer and it looks good, and it has that brass finish that matches with everything else. Here is another option. It's a velvet ottoman, and if you remember how I showed you, I'm gonna have this taupe chairs and this muted kind of green brownish ottoman. That would really work. I'm not sure if I want to have fabric on my coffee table because I have kids and I just don't want them to ruin it. But I like this overall look and feel of it. Just not sure if it's exactly what I need for my house. Let's talk about the height. So you don't want to go lower than 3 inches or below or above the seat, or 1 inch above the seat. So you don't want your coffee table to be too low or too high, because it's just gonna look out of place. But I decided, what if if I'm gonna go for really dark wood and see if I like it. I tried it here and it just doesn't go with anything. So we're gonna skip on that. Placement. I often get asked how far away from the sofa do you want your coffee table to be? You need at least 14-inch so you can comfortably walk and get to the sofa and sit down. So, but you can have a bit more space if it's a really large room. So I decided to give a black table a try, and it it's not my favorite. It could work, but it's okay. I like something. I would want something more like precise, and I just wanted to feel exactly like it needs to be there. I also tried this wood coffee table again, and this is oak, and this is oak, and I feel like it works better than the one I showed you previously because it's the same wood species. But again, this is lighter, and if if you see it in person, if it's even lighter than this, then it might be a problem. But this is a possibility. Again, I tried the same table but in black, and I didn't really like that look. Another one in black again, just to confirm that I don't want a black coffee table in this room. So this is the one I came back to, and this is it looks darker on the picture here, but if you look on the website, it's more like aged brass. And so far, with all the coffee tables I looked through, This is the one I like the most, and this is the one I'm gonna kind of stop on it for now. And when I'm buying a coffee table or just any furniture, I intensely look for it, and then I just kind of let it be for a day or two and just see if I get new ideas, if I still like it in a couple of days. So this is my final decision, but I'm gonna give it a couple of days. So this is the logic behind shopping for a coffee table, and I wanted to explain you like the behind the scenes how my mind works when I'm shopping for a coffee table. I hope it was helpful for you. I'm gonna link a, a link to a post, and in that post you can find all these links to all the coffee tables I'm showing you. Link to the sofas and everything that you can see in this room. So make sure to check out that link and make sure to follow and like this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.